This is the men's room.
Forget it, man, and get with the countdown. Shake this square world and blast off for Kicksville. The trippers, the grasshoppers, the hip ones, all gathered in secrecy and flying high as a kite.
You're listening to the men's room with Miles and Thrill.
Who was bit and by what? 844-999-OLA. Hello, Anthony. Welcome to the men's room.
Thank you. Hola.
Hola.
So my story is about my mom. It was about when I was about 14 years old. She got bit by a brown recluse spider on her shin.
And where were you living at the time?
At Elma.
Okay. See, I always hear about the brown recluse spider, all right? And I know that if it bites you, it's always bad news, however it works out. But I don't know if I could even identify what it looks like. Apparently, it's not that reclusive. What happened to your mom?
Well, she went to the hospital after she got bit. And she got it fixed up and stuff like that. And about a month later, after she got it fixed, she got bit in the same exact spot the last one bit her.
She must be tasty. And is she okay?
Oh, yeah, she passed away in 2002, unfortunately.
Okay. All right.
She was okay. And come to find out that she found the spider, and my niece, who was little at the time, she was sleeping in the bed right next to my mom when it bit her.
Why in the hell does a spider want to bite everybody all the time?
I don't know.
Well, spiders.
Yeah, I mean, is that because you rolled on top of them in the middle of the night? Or I don't know. Or do they just come let's find something to bite?
Yeah, that's what happened.
Damn. Yeah, I don't know. That took an unexpected turn. That really did. That really did. Yeah. Jeez Louise, man. Who was bit by what? 844-999-OLA. But why do spiders bite you in your sleep? Listen, I understand if I'm messing with you and you're another animal, you bite me, right? You're going to a raccoon, it's going to bite you. A possum, it's going to bite. It's understood that this is what the animal's going to do. Yeah. But it's also understood we're having some kind of conflict, or you're going to ambush me, or you believe you can eat me. Now, a spider knows goddamn well it's not going to eat me. I'm not going to get trapped in its web. But why would you bite me in my sleep? I know you know what a sleeping animal is, right? I don't care what animal it is. I mean, it's not like a mosquito. You know if an animal's asleep. You just freaking know, at least if it's a mammal. You know it's asleep. The spider, but you bit me anyway. But you weren't going to eat me. I wasn't doing anything to you. That's just a D move. And why are you injecting me with poison? You know what I'm saying? What the hell?
You guys I'm asleep. Have you never kicked a sleeping animal before?
No.
I was like, right. Jesus, right. No. Spider's just out there maybe sleeping.
Maybe a roommate.
I'm going to bite it.
Right. Who was bit and by what? 844-999-OLA. And even if I accidentally tripped over my sleeping cat, I know I've never accidentally bitten it.
Yeah, right. You wouldn't kick it and be like, what are you doing?
I didn't say I haven't bitten it. I said I've never done it by accident. Hello, Garrett. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola.
So about 5 or 6 years ago, I was in Fort Benning, Georgia, doing airborne school. So I'd been in the Army for about 5 months at the time. I don't remember what we were doing, but somebody did something stupid. Now we're all in trouble. So we're all doing push-ups. And I'm, being a good soldier, just pushing away. And I start feeling some pain down below. Now, I don't know what color this ant was.
What do you mean down below? Like down
in my pants region.
Okay, all right. What do you mean in your pants? What do you mean down below? What do you mean your penis? It's your penis is
color. I don't know what color this ant was. Yeah. He was red or yellow or, I don't know, some angry color.
Angry color.
Right on the shaft.
Damn all right.
Well, now we got more specific.
Okay, then what happened?
Man.
Did you get rid of him?
I started scratching down there. I'm wearing a full uniform, so I don't even know how he got in.
Shaft.
But I can't just stand up, and undress there. We're all getting punished for something. So I kind of nonchalant as I can, dealing with this situation. Ended up, he stopped biting me. He left somehow. I never did actually see the fella. But you could definitely see the aftermath. I was nauseous for 2 days.
So you get sick from this?
I did. I don't know if it's just me or if it's that ant.
And your penis swelled up?
Yeah, it swelled up a little bit. It changed colors.
See, I wouldn't mind I wouldn't mind the swelling, but I would be afraid I would lose it maybe. But what color did it turn?
It was like a bruise. It was purple and yellow.
Oh, no one likes that. That doesn't look good.
No,
it's not a good look
no,
for a
I didn't
penis.
show it to anybody.
No. Yeah, well,
there's no human where
I'm really glad
red
that,
and purple penis
based on the fact also that you were in Airborne, I'm glad no one saw it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So your penis looked like a salamander. That's basically what I get out of that. A painful salamander.
The swelling would be cool for a little while, but then you'd have to worry about like,
but which way does it swell?
I think
it might swell widthwise.
I think it would get thicker and longer.
But what if it doesn't get longer? It looks like a tuna can.
You think, or you hoping? I'm hoping. Aren't you? Well, I mean, Thrill's right. I mean, it might swell up one way or the other, but I like yours is going for both. Spider made me into super penis. I'm getting it all. Right. Yeah, like, I was just a regular guy.
But see, here's the problem with swelling, right? Like when someone says, hey, man, their face is really swollen. And we've all seen someone with a swollen face, but it never looks like they still look the same, just their head's bigger. Like it means, man, they look deformed. So when someone says it's swollen, I'm like, my penis would be bigger, but I get the feeling it'd be lumpier. Like it would look.
No, you don't want lumpy.
That's what I mean. But when you say swollen, otherwise you just say bigger. When somebody says swollen, they're like swollen, but that means bigger but uneven.
You say swollen penis, right? And one time years ago,
you say swollen penis.
And you think of
a really misshapen hot dog I ate.
Oh, don't ruin hot dogs.
That you actually ate?
Yes. Because I was.
Did you think that at the time?
Oh, it looked weird, and I knew it. But it was supposed to be like.
This is what you think of when we talk about a swollen penis.
Yes, this hot dog. It frightened me. It scared me. But I still ate it because I was with people that I didn't want to look like a bitch in front of. So I was like,
why wait?
Eat this
who was feeding you this scary Franken dog?
It was at a small bar, like in the middle of nowhere, and it was yeah, we get like sausages and hot dogs from like this famous, like, I don't know, some local place, right? Some local butcher. So then everybody else got a sausage. I said, I'll take the hot dog. And I don't know, you kind of know how like a weird carrot, like it had two things up top, and then it didn't look like a hot dog. But the girl I'm with, her father had been a Marine, or was in the Marine Corps, then was a police officer. I was a little intimidated by the guy, so I wasn't going to be like, oh man, my hot dog's weird.
Looks like a penis.
So I just,
how was it?
I mean, it tasted like a normal hot dog, but then like a week later, she was like, hey, my dad wants to know why you ate that weird hot dog.
Oh, now he thinks you're all weird. Yes. I don't trust him. Who would eat a friggin' hot dog that look like that?
When you say swollen penis, it's all I can think of is that ugly-ass hot dog.
That's something. That's something. Who was?
That's why I'd never be a therapist.
Who was?
I said, look at the ink blot.
Yeah, right.
Like what the hell, son?
Who was bitten by what? 844-999-OLA. That was crazy right there. What happened?
I mean, Miles, this is the kind of place that only serve beers in cans.
Right.
All right, I'm down with that.
I just like that the guy asked, why did he eat that weird?
Right, like, why didn't he send it back? And I'm sitting there just like, just chew it and swallow.
I don't think I've ever seen a deformed hot dog.
Hello, Krista. Welcome to the men's room.
Hi.
Hola.
Hola.
So my story is, I lived at my grandma's house for a while, and we had a possum living underneath the house. We didn't realize it until one day, like my family, we were out on the back porch. It was around Christmas time. We were getting all our desserts ready on the back porch, and my dog started whimpering, and a possum had walked up on the porch and went to run after, like, me and my family, and my dog hopped up in the way. So we got out, we set up a trap, and then the next day, my dog went to chase the possum into the trap, but got stuck in the trap itself.
Ah. Okay. Right. Keep going. Continue.
Oh, no.
That's it.
God,
that was weird.
That's it.
What happened?
I mean, if I have to guess, I think something went wrong with that phone.
What was that weird sound?
I don't know.
Dum. I've never heard that before.
The end of the world happened.
You heard that, right?
I did. That's the strangest thing I've ever heard.
Shit, the conversation was
This
over.
day is weird.
It has been a weird day.
Who was bit and by what? 844-999-OLA.
Not as weird as that damn hot dog.
I know. It's crazy.
Why did he eat it?
Could you draw what the hot dog looked like so I have an idea?
Yeah.
Just so I have an idea. Because when you said, like, as soon as you said that about the swollen penis, I thought of this hot dog I ate. I just had to think to myself, how did you get there?
The conversation began with, when you say swollen penis, I think of That's what the hot dog looked like?
Yeah, it had like 2 parts growing on it.
Why did you eat that? It looked like balls. Why would you eat that?
Again, I was very intimidated. It's the first time I've met the man.
Nobody is that intimidated.
What's that?
No one is that intimidated.
Well, let's say you know this person previously
Like
been in the Marine Corps.
meat.
Is a police officer, and maybe marijuana's not legal at the time, and maybe you've ingested some. So you're a little paranoid.
So you were high with a cop?
Yeah, and I just
and then a two-headed hot dog.
Well, look, I just
did he know?
Well, I don't know.
Did you get his daughter high too?
Not that day.
Okay, all right.
Well, we were adults. It was fine.
Sure, no, I know. But
well,
still.
I guess it wasn't fine. It was illegal.
Yeah.
But also, you got to keep in mind too. Like, I'm a city guy. I don't know. We're out in the country. I was like, maybe this is just what the hot dogs look like here.
Two-headed hot dogs.
Like, I'm just not returning it.
No, we got two-headed hot dogs. Okay. I got them on sale.
Yeah, so I was just like, I'll be a tough grown-up and eat this weird hot dog.
Who is bent and by what? 844-999-OLA. How that's not a slogan, I don't know. Hello, Matt. Welcome to the men's room. Hola. Hola. What is going on? I don't know. Hello, Matt. Oh, he's gone, man. He's gone. Wow. Yeah, and I don't think that's us, though. No, but look, I don't know, man. Look at all that craziness. Pick up some
that sound just...
Oh, no. What? See, that's a bad sign. Just the way the screen looks, man.
You think the whole thing's going to blow up?
Hola, it's just Ford.
Hello? Hola.
All right, cool. Thank God. I told you it's not the phone.
All right,
you don't even have to have a story. We just want to make sure the phones work. Basically, you were a guinea pig.
Mm-hmm. Were you bitten? Hello?
Talking to me?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
Hey.
Right.
Oh, yeah, so, you want to tell the story now?
Sure, go ahead. Wait, yeah, go ahead. Just don't cuss and keep it clean for the guys, okay?
For sure.
All right.
So, my parents had this cat, and we kind of lived near a forest, and the cat liked to go once a year, every season, like a bunch of little bunnies would come out. So one time the cat brought this little bunny over, and it looked dead. It had bitten the bunny, but we were looking at it, and like this little spot on its belly started kind of throbbing on the bunny's belly. And we were looking at it for a while, and this thing started to protrude out of it, and this grub the size of my little finger popped out and then wiggled away. And then right after that happened, the little bunny jumped up and hopped away.
You know what, Greg? I'm going to be honest with you. We can't put that on the air. I'm going to tell the guys that you had a great story, but we couldn't do that on air. Hey, but thanks for the call, man.
Wow,
maybe next time.
Yeah. Jesus. Still to come, Ted versus the FCC. We've got your bad jokes on the way as well. And emails on our question, who was bit and by what, coming up next. You are listening to the Men's Room Radio Network.
Hola, bitch, hola. You have entered the men's room.
Oh, God. Bad jokes coming up. The return of Ted versus the FCC. First, we have time for a few emails from the Men's Room at mensroomlive.com.
You've got mail. You've got mail.
All right, let's see what we got here from today. Okay, Ola Bichola's easy as pie back in 76. That's right, I said 1976.
1976.
We were on a family trip to Southern California. We were at Knott's Berry Farm and visiting the petting zoo. I got bit on the finger by a little bastard pygmy goat. No big deal, right? Wrong. We went to Vegas to visit the family where it was 118 degrees. My finger got infected. I got a fever of about 103, and my mom had to take me to the local hospital where they sliced open my finger to drain out the pus and had to scrub my finger wound with some sort of wire brush or something. I hope someone kidnapped and roasted that little son of a bitch. That's Sir Jolly Joe.
Stop being such a sourpuss.
Brown recluse spider in the Army, once in Georgia, top of left thigh, once on JBLM inner right thigh. They were trying to get the D.
Jesus. Yeah, that's what it was.
Back when my older brother and I were young, we would lay down on the front porch and place peanuts on our stomachs. After a while, some squirrels would come by. Some of them would even get curious enough to slowly creep up to use and then quickly snatch a peanut off of one of us. After doing this for a while, the squirrels would become more comfortable, and we eventually got to the point where they even sat on us and ate a peanut or two.
Robin again is guessing that this person is white.
Well, my brother, being the ever genius he is, decided it would be funny to grab one of the squirrels by the tail. I kid you not when I tell you this thing turned into the Tasmanian devil and became a blur of fur, claws, teeth, quickly dropped the squirrel, ran inside. The squirrel did quite a good job of scratching and biting the living hell out of his hand. We had to go to the doctor and make sure he wasn't at risk of rabies. He never tried feeding the squirrels again. That from Curtis. When I was 7, I found a small injured animal crawling through the grass. So, of course, I picked it up and was playing with it. And, of course, not long after, it latched on to my right index finger, where I still have a faint scar. I tried hiding the fact of the bite from my parents, since they always told me not to put strange or pet strange animals. But my friends that were with me told their mom, who then called my mom, and I went to the doctor, where I think I got a tetanus shot, and they cleaned the injury. My parents boxed up the animal and called animal control, who determined it was a mountain beaver, not to be confused with a river beaver. Ironically, I am now an animal control officer myself, yet to be bit on the job. That from Karen.
So she's still petting animals.
Apparently so. Guys, when I was 7, I lived in North Dakota. I was afraid of water where I couldn't see the bottom. My mom's husband decided to just throw me into Lake Sakakawea. Sakakawea?
Are you sure you're saying that right, Buckwheat?
Sakakawea. Sakakawea? Sakakawea.
Buckwheat trying to teach a history class.
Try it again.
Sakakawea.
Sakakawea. I was afraid of water when I couldn't see the bottom. My mom's husband decided to just throw me into Lake Sakakawea. I was crying, and all of a sudden, a northern pike came up and bit my toe.
I remember those coins.
He didn't believe me. He finally led me back into the boat, and my toe was bleeding everywhere. I've enclosed a picture of a northern pike that came from Lake Sakakawea, so you can see what type of teeth they have. Needless to say, I'm even more terrified of water, where I can't see the bottom and refuse to get into it. That from the lovely Ashley.
And she hates her stepmom.
I know.
Or her mother-in-law.
Back in the 70s, while living in the tiny logging town of Brightwood, Oregon, I was attacked by Bear, the guard dog for the local grocery store. Bear was a huge, husky St. Bernard mix who had taken a liking to our dog, Mildred.
Mildred?
He would escape the store.
You're a fun family.
Race up the mountain where we lived, and have his way with Mildred whenever he caught her smell.
Oh, Mildred, I can smell that ass from miles away.
One evening, my mother sent me out to the shed to get some more wood for the fire, and I stumbled upon the two of them getting it on. Mind you, I was about 3 years old and had no idea what was happening. My mind thought Bear was attacking Mildred. So I grabbed the nearest stick and whacked him across the back while he was bucking away. Needless to say, he didn't care for that, and he quickly dismounted, grabbed my face, and thrashed me something fierce.
I'm having sex, boy!
In the process, Bear managed to dislodge my left eyeball as he ravaged me like a rag doll by the face. My mom, hearing my scream, ran out, shot Bear 3 times with a .22 rifle, chasing him off. So with blood everywhere and me going into shock, my mom threw me into the truck and raced 20 minutes to the nearest hospital. Doctor managed to pop my eyeball back into socket, which I'd been holding in my hand for the whole time. My eye was saved and Bear lived. So yeah, don't bother a big dog when he's getting some, or you might lose an eye.
Make sure you share that with the grandkids.
That's one story there. Yeah.
Them dogs just having sex. Tell you the story of the time I lost my eyeball.
Hola. I was once stung by a scorpion at the age of 5 on a hidden beach in Mexico, miles away from any type of hospital. I remember hallucinating a huge mosquito pointing in my face, also being hurt like a bitch. I have no idea where that went.
Okay.
And quickly. Hola for the story of who got bit and by what. When I lived on St. Croix of the Virgin Islands growing up, my friend Nikito was trying to do some yard work, so he was whacking at a tree that fell down with an axe to break it up. But as it broke apart, centipedes crawled out from under the tree. One managed to crawl up his pants, resulting in him being stung 11 times in the junk. As he's screaming from the pain, his wife runs out screaming, "What should we do?" Well, my friends and I laughed and told her, "You got to, oh yeah. All right. You got to get the poison out of there."
That's what he gets stung by poisonous centipedes and you're still like, yeah.
You get that out of there. Yeah. Miles, you can eat pike, boil it like crab, and then you pull the bones out and dip it in butter. It's freshwater crab delicious. Rock on. That from Dave. Did not know that.
Are you sure?
That's what he says. Right. We have some comments?
We got a decent one here. It says, when I was at the zoo when I was a kid, we had a teacher standing near a tiger enclosure. Well, the enclosure at the time was iron bars, and the teacher was waving her arm near the cage. The tiger seemed to think it was playtime, proceeded to bite her, and then attempted to pull her into the cage. The tiger pretty much amputated her arm from the forearm down.
Oh, my God.
And that's why you signed permission slips.
Oh, wow. That is a hell of a field day.
Yeah.
That is great. Now your teacher can't write on the blackboard anymore. Oh, my God. Do we have time for a few extra emails here for the men's room at mensroomlive.com?
You've got mail. You've got mail.
Oh, the men's room, I'd like to get a birthday shout out to my boy Brody. He's turning 9. We listen almost every day and sing the birthday song right along with you guys. He's an amazing kid who makes me proud daily. He'd like to get a Barber Shop Quartet fish sandwich, please. Thanks, guys, for cracking us up. That from Dean and Brody.
Is it too early for a fish sandwich? Cheese and tartar on the side. I smell the fish sandwich, maybe some dill relish in the morning, at noon, and at night,
All of it just happy 13th birthday to Gino. Gino loves the show. He loves it. Give him a Leroy Jenkins and a Joey Chestnut. That from his big buddy.
That for Gino.
Let's do this. Leroy Chestnut.
Guys, today's my beautiful mom's birthday. I don't get to see her that often as she lives in Kentucky. She is the strongest woman I know, has been cancer-free for 5 years. I couldn't imagine my life without her. Could you please give her a big old bong rip and a suck-it-up cupcake? Thanks, guys. That from Jessica. Who wants to give her mom a big old bong rip?
I like it. Happy Mother's Day.
Yeah, here, Mom. Suck on this big tube.
So
Now that I'm born.
What's that?
Now that I'm alive.
Right, exactly. Guys, it's my wife's 23rd. We moved to America 4 years ago, and she has been absolutely wonderful. We spent 12 wonderful years together, and she's the love of my life. Love you, babe. That from Ahmed. Give her an original fish sandwich, please.
Fish sandwich.
Guys, for Kimberly, I'd like to hear a Suck It Up cupcake, and she is 28 years old. She has been listening since she was 15. Thank you, guys.
So suck it up, cupcake.
Today's my fiance and ex-boss's birthday. His name is Matt. We've been together for a few years, but it feels like ages because we work together and live together. It's his dirty 30. Can I get a big old bong rip, please, and some dirty Germans? That from the girl that banged her boss and only got $1 raise out of it.
Yeah. For his birthday, since he only gave you a $1 raise, I say tonight you give him an STD, sexually transmitted diarrhea.
Yeah, and $1 raise. That's because in the end, the only important raise was into his palms.
Give him a shout out to my buddy Chris, the utility kilt wearing Norwegian framer. It's his birthday. I would like to hear the Dirty Germans tell him what they would like to do with him and his easy access kilt tonight. That from Matthew.
Yeah, it's pretty simple. You will simply do handstands and I'll hold you by the knees.
Yeah, you can come over in that sexy kilt and you could blow my bagpipes.
But Jones, I want to wish my cousin Vinny a happy birthday. He would like to hear Virginia Miles talking about delicious fried squirrels. Thanks, guys. That from Josh. Fried squirrel. I don't know anything about fried squirrels. Fried squirrels.
I'd try fried squirrel.
Sure.
All the guys in Waubun, I would like to ask for a birthday request, please. It is for my wife, Danielle, who listens to the podcast when I am in control of the radio against her will. She is an accountant, so I could please, would like to request Steve and Ted talking about crunching numbers as the Dirty Germans. That from Ben, the official spokesman for the garbage plate around the country, listening on 96.5 WCMF in lovely Rochester, New York.
Yeah, it is quite simple. I love accountants. Because my penis's name is numbers.
Yeah, you can crunch all those numbers and then I will crunch you. I like the calculator too. You're good with your little fingers.
Nah, and spreadsheet. It has a different meaning.
But Jones, please give a birthday shout out to my big sexy husband, Eric. Can he get turtle sex and dirty German talk about big black guns? Jesus.
Oh.
Happy 47th. Love the wifey. Thanks, guys. That from the lovely Mariah.
Yeah, I have the biggest, blackest gun you'll need tonight. But also bonus, it is meaty.
Yeah, with big black guns, just never forget to cock the hammer.
Aloha. Today, along with Uranus, I have circled the sun 49 times. Locally, no Klingons in sight. Could I have a suck-it-up cupcake, please, and a barbershop fish sandwich? Thanks. That from school bus driver Darren.
So, suck it up, cupcake!
Is it too early for a fish sandwich? Cheese and tartar on the side.
Oh, yeah.
I smell the fish sandwich, maybe some dill relish in the morning, at noon, and at night, and at night.
Oh, gentlemen, today is our dad's 49th birthday. He introduced us to you guys, and we listen every day. He's a great role model. Can we get a big old Leroy Jenkins? And you guys talking all over yourselves about getting old. We love you, Dad. That from Jay Bear and the Y Guy.
Let's do this. Leroy Jenkins!
Well,
I think about getting old, sometimes you take off your underwear. You're just supposed to look so good. You're like a king of Nairobi. You know what I'm talking about, man.
Get up in the morning and just wrap one around the frickin' bowl. Could you give a shout out to my wife Sharon, pronounced no panties Sharon? She's completing her 55th lap around the sun, and she would love to hear those dirty, dirty Germans. Thank you guys. That from Tom.
No panties. I can only hope it's because they don't fit anymore.
Yeah, she's 55. There's no panties. Seems like we're going to see a lot of chicken throats. Turkey throats. You know, that little thing that hangs down.
You trying to say it looks like she's smuggling a chicken? A rooster?
A two-headed rooster.
Yeah, what do you call that little thing that hangs down, though?
The gobble?
Okay, is that what it is? Oh, is this that's what it is?
Yeah.
Gobble, gobble.
Yeah.
All right, guys, here we go.
Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday to you, to you, to you, bitch.
Ya's a Dirty Germans, brought to you by Men's Room Original Sausage. Available through Uli's world famous sausage, mensroomlive.com, and other fine retailers. Schweinefleisch.
Oh, a couple extras here on why you're lucky to be alive. Army veteran guy, several years. I've been in some pretty tight spots. However, the one that takes the cake happened November 2005. On patrol in Iraq, my tank crew and I hit by a massive IED. We walked away, but only because those dumb SOBs didn't do it right. The IED turned out to be a 900 homemade explosive that was able to make us fly in the air. Good times.
Jeez.
Show the video. That from Levi. And one more. Gentleman of Wobbin. I'm 5'2". My son came out 10 pounds, 10 ounces, and he tore through my uterus and was chilling in my stomach. Had to have emergency C-section surgery, reconstructive surgery on my uterus, and blood transfusion. He was also not breathing when he was born and had to be resuscitated. If the nurse hadn't been in the room when all hell broke loose, we would have both died. Now he's very happy, healthy baby boy, and just turned one this past week.
So what I heard is that a non-breathing baby acted like Godzilla and ripped up her uterus.
Sounds to me about the same. Yes, exactly.
Yeah, that's what I thought I heard.
The stomach wall there.
You hear that story so much.
I just it's like, no, everything's great.
That's great, man. He tore my uterus, or he wasn't breathing. But other than that,
good
hell
news.
of a
good news.
Good
I
day.
think we should go back in time to the last time we played Ted versus the FCC. Why don't we go back in time? Let's do that. Let's go back in time. Time. Cool.
Slick Tigger. What? Hey, I'm start again. Slick Tigger, the city slicker, loves sliding and sitting in her shifty city knickers. Silky, slick knickers make Tigger snicker as she's shifting and sliding in sizzling city summers. Sit and shift, Slick Tigger. Sit and shift, Soy Superman.
3 times fast.
Slick Tigger, the city slicker, loves sliding and sitting in her shifty city knickers. Silky, slick knickers.
Man, that was quick last time. Let's try it again.
And now, everyone's favorite daytime game show, where one person could lose $325,000 and their job, or win, and walk away with nothing. It's time for Ted versus the FCC.
What a long night. Unbelievable. Oh, wow. Yeah, man. I still can't talk. I still can't breathe out of either one of these nostrils. Just completely coked up with crank. What a long night. We did a lot of rhymes and riddles last night with Ted versus the FCC, Ted, but we decided
that you did a lot of lines
as we came in this morning to
no,
just
it's doing the pod. Look, if we learn nothing else from Tide Pods, it's not that you do Tide Pods, but we now do any other drug we get, we crush it in Tide Pod form.
I'm on Tide markers.
But lo and behold, we come in and we get a listener submission. This one's coming from our good buddy and head writer, Sir Jolly Joe. And this week's Ted versus the FCC goes something like this. Cunning Connie Kent can't cut quality cuts in her quilts. Then cunning Connie Kent started making quality cuts in her stunning cunning cut quilts. The way we do Ted versus the FCC is you need to read that one time through and then 3 times fast.
Next time I see you, Joe, I'll just say it to your face. Cunning Connie Kent can't cut quality cuts in her quilts. Then cunning Connie Kent started making quality cuts in her stunning, cunning cut quilts.
3 times fast.
Cunning Connie Kent can't cut quality cuts in her quilts. Then cunning Connie Kent started making quality cuts in her stunning, cunning cut quilts.
1.
Cunning Connie Kent can't cut quality cuts in her quilts.
How unfortunate.
And Mike just laughed.
How unfortunate.
He's like, I'm out of here.
I've never heard of that kind of quilt before.
I don't think you want one of those. I got a little confident.
Oh, man. All right, bad joke time. 844-999-OLA. You can email the bad jokes to the men's room at mensroomlive.com. As bad jokes coming up next, you are listening to the Men's Room Radio Network.
We return to the men's room with Miles and Thrill.
Bad jokes, 844-999-OLA. And away we go with the bad jokes.
Hello, Jake. Welcome to the men's room.
Hello.
Hola.
So, how do you circumcise a whale?
How do you circumcise a whale?
4 skin divers.
Hello, Nick. Welcome to Bad Joke Friday.
Hey, how do you know how much a... God damn it, I screwed up.
No, you can start at the beginning.
How do you know the weight of a Red Hot Chili Pepper?
How?
Give it away now.
All right, well, we made the drinking time.
Somebody out there deserves to be recognized. And the men's room knows just who it is. So to you, we say, bottoms up, sailor. You're the toast of our shot of the day.
Drinking time it is, and as usual, we head to the drink desk and Stephen Throwhill to find out who we're toasting.
Yes, indeed. Today we toast the International Travel and Tourism Board. That would be the people behind International Travel and Tourism Week. Go figure. And as it is international, cities around the world are promoting themselves, including the home city of our listeners at 98.9, the Rock of Kansas City. Now, I do not know if this is true. Perhaps only you can tell us. But if it is, I'll be seeing you real soon. A sign posted in a local shop window reads, and I quote, "Did you know Kansas City welcomes 25 million visitors annually?"
Oh, man.
That's right. The sign did not read annually. It very clearly reads annually. So I'll repeat again what the sign says. Did you know Kansas City welcomes 25 million visitors annually?
Sweet.
Yeah,
hey, man.
And great barbecue.
Right on. We pour this booze and we drink this booze because we think it's yummy.
Yummy.
So over the tongue and down the throat to party in our tummies. Down the hola, bitchola.
Let's get caller 9 in the line right now, 844-999-OLA for Profile. That's coming up in minutes.
Hola! The shenanigans continue on the Men's Room Radio Network.